It is the most glorious day out today. It's the beginning of March, and I know that we still have a lot of winter to go, but for today and just a few days this week, we have wonderful spring-like temperatures. I've got windows open in my house. There's a beautiful breeze blowing through. It smells fresh. With the beautiful weather and the promise of spring in the air, I just knew that today would be the perfect day to do the Queen's Makeup Challenge using the picture that Erica Conger shared on Instagram yesterday. I'm going to put that right here. This is a sweet William flower, and Erica told this beautiful story of how she picked these flowers and give them to her mom, who would then put them in a vase on the windowsill. And it just is such a sweet memory for her, and it was wonderful of her to share it. And so I decided that I wanted to do the makeup challenge, which is to create a look using the colors in this picture. If you'd like to see me do that, then just keep watching. Surprisingly, with the amount of eyeshadow palettes that I have, I don't have a lot of really true pinks. I have a lot of mauves, but in actually looking for true pinks, there just weren't a lot. I have 3 palettes out to work with, and they're all BH Cosmetics palettes. If you haven't heard already, BH Cosmetics did file bankruptcy recently, and they were just purchased by Revolution Cosmetics, and so we're all kind of waiting anxiously to see what's going to happen with that. If Revolution is going to keep BH as a separate brand with their formulas and just use their distribution and marketing to promote that brand, I think that would be the best case scenario, because BH is just amazing. Their brushes, their eyeshadow palettes, really, really good. The quality, especially in these travel palettes, is just amazing. So the palettes I'm going to use to try to recreate this Sweet William flower on my eyes is the BH Flower Power, Lost in Los Angeles, and Summer in Saint-Tropez. I'm trying something new in this video, and I'm showing you all of the colors that I used in the eye look up front. If you want, you can pause the video here and then check your inventory for the same colors and play along and create the eye look with me. Let me know how you like this down in the comments below. In this palette, I plan on using the white and this light pink. So I'm going to get started here with this light pink, and I'm going to use that as my transition. Oh, that is a pretty, pretty pink. Wow. As usual, I will do one eye on camera, and then I will do the other eye, but edit that out in the interest of saving time. By the way, if you're new here, my name is Tina, and I welcome you to my channel, Beautiful Journey. Now I'm going to go into Flower Power, and I'm going to take this pink right here and deepen things up a little bit. And I'm just using the same brush. I'm going to put this deeper in. Actually, I was going to use the same brush, but I changed my mind. I want something a little more compact so that I can get in that crease a little bit better. So let's go back to that. As I was saying, my name is Tina, and I welcome you to my channel if this is the first time here. I hope that you'll take some time to stick around, watch some other videos, take some time to like, subscribe, leave a comment, that sort of thing. We have a great community, and I enjoy interacting with all of you in the comments. I do try to respond to every one of them. Then I'm going to take this pink shimmer right here, and I'm going to put that all over the lid. Oh my goodness, that is pretty. Wow. This is the first time I've used this Flower Power, and this pink has a shift. There's a purple shift in there, kind of a magenta purple shift that is stunning. Wow. I don't think the Sweet William flowers sparkle quite like this, but they would if they could. Now I'm going to go even deeper with that magenta color, and so I'm going into this one right here with a little pencil brush and just deepening that crease. And I'm actually really just drawing that V shape, that sideways V shape right here. And then I will blend after I get the color where I want it. Taking a denser blending brush so that I can really control where that dark color is blended. So my channel name, Beautiful Journey. how did I come up with that? Whenever you're coming up with a name for something that you want to try to represent you and what you're thinking and that sort of thing, it's always difficult because you know you're going to be stuck with it for a while. And I wanted to be stuck with something that I liked. And I started thinking about this midlife journey that I am on and that many of you, I suppose, are also on. If you're watching a makeup channel for over 50, probably most of you are there with me. And I want to keep talking, so you're going to see my left eye on this one. I realized that we are on a journey. Life is not a destination, but it is the journey, and there's joy along that journey and happiness. Even in the midst of dark and difficult times, there are moments of beauty. Sometimes we have to look really hard for them. Sometimes we don't see them until after we've been through that portion or that difficult time. But I chose the name as a reminder to myself and to others to always keep looking for that beauty. It may be fleeting, it may be difficult and buried and just the rough, raw edge barely peeking through, but it's worth looking for. So apparently I'm actually not going to be using the Summer in Tropez because everything I thought I needed in there was actually in the little Flower Power palette. Surprise, surprise. But I am going to go back into Lost in Los Angeles and take that pink again and feather out the top edge of this darker pink. Pinks can be tricky. A lot of times people will shy away from pinks because it can kind of make you look a little sickly if they're not the right kind of pinks. But now I'm going to use this e.l.f. Bite Size palette in Jalapeno to pull in some of the greens that were in that picture. And I'm thinking that this green is kind of going to ground this look and help take away some of the, dare I say, Pepto-Bismol pink. It's really pretty, but it's really pink. So let's go into this green right here with a flat liner brush and just tap that along the lower edge. Ooh, I got a lot. Hang on. And I want to use it as liner as well. I had to go clean some things off of my phone. It kept shutting down and telling me storage limits reached. I always forget to delete old videos when I'm done with them. Anyway, I am using this green now as eyeliner. Kind of the way a leaf just wraps around and sets off the flower. That's the way I'm using the green. A little bit out in this outer corner, almost a wing, not really a wing, just kind of some depth out there. I have this really pretty olivey green eyeliner pencil that I got in an Ipsy from Beauty for Real. It's super soft and I really love to use this to tightline. So I'm going to do that in the upper waterline. And for the lower waterline, I'm going to use the BH Power Pencil in Shimmer Pearl. I just love the brightness that this pencil gives to that lower waterline. I usually do a double coat of whatever I'm using in my lower waterline. I feel like it just shows up better. I'm going to go back into Lost in Los Angeles to that white color, and I'm going to use that for an inner corner highlight and a brow bone highlight. I just really want a lot of brightness in the inner corner. And this is matte, but boy, does it brighten it up in there. I'm going to take just a little up here. So I had a lip on, but it was not nearly pink enough for this look. So I'm going to use the LA Colors Auto Lip Liner in Pinky. And then the Maybelline Superstay Ink Crayon in Seek Adventure. That's better. I don't think I have that deepest magenta quite reflected yet from the flower in my eye. So I am actually going to go into the Summer in Saint-Tropez and take this color right here and see if I can just really smoke out that outer V to bring in that super rich, deep magenta in the inner part of those flowers there. There it is. Yep, that's it. That's what I was missing. I'm also going to take a little bit of this lighter green because the leaves have some lighter veining in them. And we're going to put that along the inner portion of the lower lash line. And deepen up the outer just a little bit more. I always do this little tweaking at the end of putting together an eye look, and it may seem fiddly and it may seem like, what is she doing? But those little details make the difference between the eye look looking complete and just not quite, at least in my mind. Want to see what happens if we wet that duochrome pink? I know I do. All right, so I have a flat shader brush. I am going to pick some of that up on it. Take my setting spray and mist. And as expected, it does get more shimmery when it's wet. So let's do that to the other side too. All right, I'm gonna go off and put on some mascara and I'll be right back. So there's my makeup look inspired by the Sweet William flower that Erica Conger posted on her Instagram. I will have links to her channel and her Instagram in the description box below. The Makeup Queens Challenge was created by Lorraine Johnson Coleman. I should have said that way up front. And I will have a link to her Instagram down below as well. I want to thank Erica for posting that beautiful flower and the sweet story of her collecting those for her mama, and for giving me the inspiration to do this beautiful spring look on this beautiful spring day. I hope that you all enjoyed spending some time here today and were inspired to do a spring look of your own. I know that it's not quite spring yet, it's almost there. And I hope that if you've been in the depths of winter that you're also getting a little reprieve with this wonderful spring weather that we're getting here. If you enjoyed this video in any way, then I hope that you'll give it a thumbs up. It only takes a second and it really does help my channel. As always, I will have everything that's on my face listed and linked where possible in the description box below. I hope you have a beautiful day and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.